Hi, it's Chef Rick, and today I'm making chocolate brownies.
Okay, here we go. So we're going to start with just a little bit of water in a pan over a medium heat. And then in a large heat-proof bowl, we're going to add our butter and dark chocolate. What we're going to do here is make a bain-marie. A bain-marie is a indirect heat source. So you see that bowl sits on top of the water. So obviously the heat from the boiling water is going to come up. Keep checking on it, make sure there's a few little bubbles there, but it's not over boiling. But the heat's going to come through and it's going to heat whatever is in that bowl, in our case, chocolate and butter. And the reason we use a bain-marie like that is because if you just did it directly in a pan over the stove, you can burn whatever's in that pan. So chocolate's a nightmare for it. You can see there that the water in a pan is bubbling quite. Well, it's on a boil there, and in that pan, in the bowl with the chocolate, I know that there's like just a few tiny little lumps of chocolate, but it's all melt. That's hot melt chocolate and butter. The rest of that chocolate is going to melt in there. So let the heat of the chocolate that's in that bowl melt the rest of the chocolate. You don't need to leave it on there until it's all absolutely melt. So that's it. That's a lovely butter and dark chocolate mixture. Again, that's off the heat. Leave that on the side to cool. In a separate bowl here, 3 eggs, to which we're going to add golden caster sugar, and we're going to whip it up using an electric whisk. So I'll tell you a tiny bit about this brownie recipe. We had a neighbour come over to ours. We had a party, and she brought these brownies over. It's the best brownies I've ever had in my life. Someone else at the party, I've had like these. Are they from the BBC website? Are they from the BBC website? It's like, yeah, they are. So this recipe is thanks to a man called Orlando Murrin, who's a food writer, and basically he's the man you want to thank for these. And this is the BBC brownie website to the letter. I haven't changed or adapted anything. So if you want the best brownies in the world, just follow this. But I'm not going to claim it's my recipe. Anyway, so we've been whipping the sugar and the eggs up there. Keep doing that for about 5 minutes until the colour changes. See how the colour's just gone so much lighter? Obviously it fluffs up, it gets way bigger, but I go off the colour really as much as anything. To which we are now going to add the cooled chocolate and butter mixture. So make sure you get it all in there. And now we're going to fold the mixture together, just like we've done in several other videos. You remember the chocolate torte video? I'll link that up in the above. But folding is where we don't want to knock all of the air out of the egg and sugar mixture. So we just very carefully, with either a metal spoon or I'm using a spatula here, just basically work your way around the outside and bottom of the bowl, and just whatever the heavier ingredient is, in this case it's chocolate, you're just going to work it and bring it up to the top and carefully mix it. You're basically folding it over itself over and over and over again. To do it with this chocolate and egg mixture like this, you do it until it's all one colour. You can see right now it's a kind of a really beautiful colour, but it's kind of mottled. There's different shades in there. Wait till it's all one colour and then you know it's mixed. In this time, you know what I'm going to ask. If you like my videos, please hit like. And also, if you don't subscribe to me, please hit subscribe at the bottom. It's free for you, but it's amazing for me. Done. Separate bowl, cocoa powder and flour, and just give those a little mix. You know, you can sieve them all together and all the rest of it, but there's really no need. We are going to sieve them into the mixture in a minute. So just basically give your cocoa powder and flour a mix. All quantities will be in the description of this video, and then sieve them into the mixture. And just like before, fold them in. When we were folding in the chocolate into the egg mixture, it was really easy to see when it was done because the colour all became one, whereas this one, it's not as clear. You might think it's done straight away, but what we're trying to avoid is pockets of flour and cocoa powder, which it's almost a bit difficult to tell. So in a second, almost like now you might go, oh, is that done? Is that all mixed? But it's not at all. You've got big pockets of flour and cocoa powder in there. So just keep on mixing it. Probably, again, for another 5 minutes if you can. Just keep doing it. It's worth the wait. Now, milk chocolate and white chocolate, 50 grams of each. This is a triple chocolate brownie. Dark chocolate is in the mix that we've already done, and now the other 2 chocolates are white and milk. These are going to be the chocolate chunks that anyone who takes a bite out of your brownie is going to find. Well, there you go. So make them the size that you want. Yeah, I'd say they're about the perfect size. Just nice big chunks of chocolate that people can find in a brownie. So there you go. Into the mixture, and just fold it again, but only fold it just because it's the best way to kind of distribute it throughout the whole mixture, not because you need to be precious with it at this point. Really, at this bit, you just want it all mixed together. And you want to make sure that those white and milk chocolate chunks aren't all just in one space, so that some lucky person gets that as their bite of brownie. You want it nice and mixed throughout your mixture. But that's really easy to do, and that's done in, I've not even sped the camera up there. What's that? 20 seconds, something like that. That's really as long as you need to mix those in, and that's done. So I used baking paper there. Parchment paper, basically a full sheet. I put my tray over it, then I measured around it, or I drew around it with a pen, cut it out, and then that's how you get the perfect fit to go inside. Into there, we're going to add all of our beautiful chocolate mixture. That's the chocolate brownie mix. And just being careful not to, again, we're being a little bit delicate with it, but we don't need to be really. We're just making sure that it's even, and just work your way around with a spoon or spatula or whatever it was whatever utensil you were using to get this out of the bowl, and just make sure it's even. Because obviously you're going to cut this into as many brownie pieces as you want, so you want to make sure each piece is the right height. You don't want any skinny ones or any overly thick ones, but that's about right. That'll do. Into the oven. Again, in the oven 20-25 minutes. You'll see there's a very, very thin crust on there. Just what you want to look for on a brownie, a slightly lighter brown crust. That's it done. Let that cool before you slice it up. Again, this went way too quick to get any video of any proper video, but here's some pictures of it from the side. It was absolutely amazing, just like my neighbours tasted, just like it tastes when you've had it. The world's best brownie. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you do like it, hit like. If you want to see more, click subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much.